All right, we are back at it again with another study stream. I do not know how long this is going to take me, but hopefully, oh, Jesus Christ, man, man, this again. That just, that's just, yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I apologize to my 0 viewers. I am very new at this. Or, I don't know, I'm not new at this. More like, it's more like I haven't, it's been a long time since I've managed to, I think, use this software. Oh, by the way, fair warning. I'm probably gonna have to say this for like every stream I do, but if this stream suddenly stops, it's because my computer essentially just like started randomly. Like it has a tendency of doing that, and it pisses me off beyond belief. So if you just so happen to watch this because your finger stopped working and you clicked on this by accident, don't say I didn't tell you, because this PC has a knack for restarting by itself. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. So far, how was my day? Okay, so my day was pretty decent. I am on the first week of my new job. I think way before this, not way before this, like before this, I was working at an after school program in Chinatown. And nothing wrong with the program, but it's like way too far. And the pay is, I don't know, it's not exactly a lot. It's like $16. I this job I kind of switched up. It's $17, which, look, I know it doesn't sound much, but like a pay raise can be a lot. Like even surprisingly, even in like a small, even a small pay raise, even like just like one whole dollar can like essentially change how much, how much is deposited at the end, deposited like every second Friday, or like how much you get in your check. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Also, it's way closer. It's also like in a very nice neighborhood, Riverdale, Bronx, Riverdale, which it's pretty nice. Kind of wiped out from the work day. I don't know why. Maybe it was the walk from home. I mean, since it's like a very nice neighborhood, and I'm a walker, I think every day after work, like even from Chinatown, I would stop at, say, 190th Street, like the end of Washington Heights, and I would essentially take a walk, because essentially, I don't know, I feel like it's like I'm not really the most athletic man in the world. I'm very skinny, very skinny. But I think walking is like one of the few physical activities that I like doing. Nothing wrong with working out. I like working out. You know, there was a time where I worked out, and honestly, after it ended, it felt pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe it's with me constantly trying to get better. I feel like it's like I don't really have a lot of time for working out. And I know, like, it's like the one thing that to do, know, like one thing that you know how to do, that men know how to do to get more attraction from, I think, women. And it works. But at the same time, I do get a lot of these stories where like these dudes, they want women to notice them. They're tired of being, you know, just a friend or like a brother to them. They actually want to, like, they want to be in relationships. They want to have sex, which is understandable, but and they kind of go to that, no, very 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 understandable. They go to, and they decide because of that they go to the gym. They spend most of the hours in the day inside of the gym, just doing it, like get it, like just maximizing their pump, getting as much reps in the elliptical or do it in the bench as they can. And then it's like, yeah, I'm finally buff. The hoes are gonna love this, and they just get compliments from mostly men, and that's just like, it's like, damn, it's sad. But also, I don't know. Pete Davidson is like a very skinny dude. Dude, he has no trouble getting laid. So, you know, I gotta get someone to bounce my ideas off of because this stream is kind of getting sad. Not sad, but look very quiet. The only other thing that can be heard is, I think, the noise outside my window. I'm gonna have to remind the viewers again, like all 0 of them. I don't even have to look. That if this stream randomly stops, that's because my computer is randomly restarting. And I don't really know how to fix it. And so far, it's infuriating, but I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a while before I fix it. So don't say I didn't warn you. Now recently, like every day when the kids go outside, I am basically given a spot, and it is essentially, whew, I'm not the most charismatic guy for radio, isn't it? This is a snore fest, Jesus Christ. Okay, so basically, I was given the opposite side of the playground, and this is essentially kind of like, I don't know, maybe I kind of like this. Am I supposed to like that side? I mean, I don't know. I know it's a time to chill, but at the same time, it's a time for me to like think. And so far, it's I think about a lot of things. I think about the future. I think about essentially like who's going in here, like what's gonna happen to me 2 years out from now, because I'm 23, and like because I'm 23, then what comes after that? 24, 25. Next thing you know, I'm 5 years away from being 30. And what's going to happen for you? And it's like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to grab someone, like, I don't know, grab these voices by the throat and say, shut the fuck up, okay? I'm like 23, okay? It's fucking hard. Like, life, finding yourself, the journey of life, like, getting your life together is something that's gonna take years. It's gonna be a painful process, and there's gonna be a lot of challenges along the way. Okay, so excuse the fuck out of me for not having everything together. Okay, I'm still figuring stuff out. You know, I'm still. The reason why I took this part-time job was because I could pursue this in my spare time, so I can get better at painting, get better at comics. That way, I can essentially just turn my stuff into a publisher or wherever the fuck, and I can get the job that I actually fucking want. Okay, it's gonna. Okay, so give me some fucking. Give me, kindly, sir, kindly. Hop off of Mind Phallus. Dismount yourself from Mind Phallus. Okay, get up off my dick, bro. Okay, we all can have it figured out. Well, by the time we're 30, okay? It's not the 1950s anymore. You know, we can't just support a family on one income. Okay, just Jesus Christ. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. And quite frankly, I don't want to right now. You know, I think I'm in a good position. You know, you can, shit in my life right now. I'm still like figuring things out. You know, I'm still trying to like forge a path for myself. Trying to, trying to find a profession or get the profession that doesn't make me want to, put a gun to my head and pull a trigger. You know, it's just give me some fucking time, dude. Get off my fucking back. No. Maybe that's just to cope. Then again, I think the Stoics are right. Pain, true pain, comes from basically inside your mind. You torture yourself with your own anxieties and thoughts. And now I'm here studying because I fucked around and not literally. I wasted time in college and I didn't really get an internship, and I don't know. I feel like I feel like I effed myself up on that one. And there's like one thing that I kind of learned about Riverdale. It is a pretty robust, robust Jewish community. And this is not exactly kind of like a bad thing, obviously not. But it's an observation. I don't know. I'm still getting used to Riverdale. It's fair. That place is nice, and it's in the Bronx, and like, you know, for those who know about the Bronx, it's like, I don't know, it's like a hidden gem, dude. It's like a hidden gem, and hidden within the chaos, in the zoo-like nature of the Bronx that I am normally, like exposed to on a day-to-day basis. And then to just, go in, find Peckerwoods, suburbia, it's just like, whoa. Like, sometimes I look at the neighborhoods and I'm astonished. Like, God damn. Jesus Christ. I could feel the property property value just going up. It's amazing in here. Walking there, it's like walking through like a Norman Rockwell painting. And the people are so kind. And the community centers, I mean, granted, they I don't know. I don't want to say this without. I don't want to be anti-Semitic. They're mostly like the community centers are nice. I think they're the Jewish community centers. Man, I wish we had community centers like that. That'd be nice. That'd be great. We need more like that. Hope I don't come off as anti-Semitic. That would suck. That would destroy my art career before it even started. Alright. Man. This stream really needs a co-host. It is hard to carry a conversation or a stream on your own. Okay, so this is a study of an albino black woman. She is shrouded in a white hood. So not only is it a value study, it is also a fold study. And so far, I think I managed to get like the value study for the skin, the body parts. I kind of got them down pat, not really. It could be rendered better. But for the folds, yeah, no, I'm kind of lost here. It's like an artistic maze. It's like one wrong move and you're like, damn it! And I gotta start all over again. Man, I am tired. Maybe I should have just taken like a rest before this. I am feeling the temptations. You know what? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. The moment this PC randomly restarts, I'm gonna go into the bathroom. I'm gonna do what every natural living being needs to do, and I'm just gonna lay on the bed just for a couple minutes. Cause man, this fatigue, unspeakable. Okay, so far I think and I think I have a problem with, let's say, rendering the values correctly, making sure that it's all that it blends in. So far it's a very unstable mess. Not unstable, but very like, I don't know. It seems when I printed out my comics and basically passed them out to different professionals at New York Comic Con like a few weeks ago, or like a week ago. Like a week ago. They said that there was kind of like an insecurity to my work. And my line work. And I don't know, I feel like me over rendering is kind of like, me rendering stuff, or like the way that I'm rendering now. That's the best way to say it. Is me kind of like, not confronting that weakness that I have, because I have this habit every time I'm digitally painting, that when I'm kind of like in the line work stage, it kind of like just, it feels like a chore. Like it's something that I do not want to do. It's something that I essentially, kind of go out of my own way to essentially just skip. And I feel like that's detrimental for my work, because essentially that's, the line work is kind of like, it's when you're essentially making line works, like I think artistic, that you're setting up a map for yourself. You're saying, okay, this is where the action, this is where it all happens. God damn it. This is where it all happens. This is what I'm rendering out. And when you're essentially kind of like doing this, you're doing something like this, when you're essentially kind of like just digitally painting something, that's the last thing you kind of want to do. That is the last thing you want to do. Because it might conflict, making stuff up might conflict with other parts of the painting, and essentially that kind of like, it conflicts, it fights with the composition and the lighting of the painting, and it basically conflicts with the image, and that takes the reader out of it. No, not reader out of it, but like the viewer out of it. Then again, should it matter? Because in the end, they're only looking at it for a few seconds. So, I mean, if it's really good, they'll look at it for like 2 more seconds, but that's about it. It's insane. I'm sorry. I just realized that I'm studying just so I can become an image maker or a painter for images, for stuff that people are going to look at for only 2 seconds. That's wild. Oh my god. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Oh. Crap. I think I painted on the line work. Oh, guys. 2 seconds. And then just poof. They move on to the next thing. And all of this. I feel like God is kind of like just... it's kind of like God's just like a puppet master, or like a prankster. He's like a practical joker. A practical joker. And he's just, this is just like his prank on me. It's like, oh my god, he's actually gonna pursue this career. He's gonna study so he can become an artist. He's gonna make images that people could look at for 2 whole seconds and then move on. It's so hilarious. Man. Okay, yeah, I really need to use the bathroom. Yeah, on the chance that my PC restarts during this stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, and don't say I didn't tell you. I warned you 2 times in the stream. So, I'll... Give me a second. God, Jesus. I'll hopefully be right back. If okay, I'll be back. Hopefully this thing doesn't restart randomly, and then we can go back to me babbling into the void. Ah, yes. It hasn't restarted randomly yet. God damn it, I have OCD. I don't know if it's up. I'm gonna check if I flushed. I did. I did. Where's the... Thank God you can't see my room. It is a pigsty. It is disgusting. Okay. Now where was I? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to become an illustrator for stuff that people are going to look at for like, what, 2 seconds anyway? Man, that's... I don't know. Sorry about that. Maybe this could be an ASMR channel. I burp into the mic. The candy. This is ASMR. R. This is Incel ASMR. Fuck you, Stacy. You fucking whore. I can't believe you choose to chat over me. You hear that? That's my Glock 9. I'm gonna come to school. I'm gonna spray this shit to all the other kids in school. I never had a father figure in my life to teach me how to talk to people. And so, well, this is what I became. Yeah. You know, you ever read these, speaking of incels, I've read some of their comic strips, man. It is sad. I don't know, it is soul crushing sometimes. Like, you ever read something and, like, you just, that shit just, it hits you in your soul. Like, you know it's bullshit, but it's still like, it's like, ugh. God damn, man. It's like you need some friends. It's like, I don't know. It's like we've, it feels like we're all so just mad at women now. Like, we're all so misogynistic. And like, at first I thought it was ironic. I like being ironic. I like, kind of like being a dick. Like for irony's sake. Some of my favorite comedians, I think Jim Carrey played him, but he was kind of a troll. Like, he would essentially kind of like, what's his name? His name was, give me a second. Andy Kaufman. Oh my god. Andy Kaufman. I love this guy. He would essentially kind of like rile women up. It's like, yeah, women are strong. Women are great when it comes to making the food, taking care of the babies, cleaning the house. And they just, he would just say sexist shit. And these women would get so mad. And it's like, yeah, oh. It's like, shut up. Like, shut up. You know better. You know better. You know to stay quiet when he starts flexing. Man is talking, and then they all get mad, and then he challenged them to wrestling contests. Which, by the way, if you're a pervert like me, nice move, bro. It's nice. This man is playing 4D chess. It's like, oh, I'm a misogynistic dirtbag. It'd be totally terrible if a form-fitting, thick, strong woman would dominate me right now. Now you probably can't do that. You basically just, you just trick them into basically just wrestling you, just putting their body on you. It's like, yes, a brew, bro. But when he would wrestle them, it was so hilarious. And I thought, like, hey, it was for that sake. But no, it's like I think it's like we're essentially just so put down upon. We're essentially so like down bad that misogyny is now considered cool again, which is sad. It's just fucking like, wow. I thought Andrew Tate was a comedian, but he's not. He's not. People actually fucking support this man. Like, he's not like he's not like this character that, I forgot what, he played the dictator. He played Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen. He's not this Sacha Baron Cohen character. No. And I think, oh God, this is the pool of men that my sister has to choose from. And not long ago, I was kind of one of them. Fuck. Oh man. I mean, I get it. Kind of get it. We kind of face some heartbreaks from women. We get treated terribly by them. We get betrayed, and that kind of affects us. But at the same time, it's like you're not dealing with your pain in a healthy way. You're taking the pain from that experience and you're just projecting it onto everything. What kind of world does that make? It's just so sad. Jesus, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm doing. And even that, and even then, I think I don't know. So do I? It's like sometimes I feel like it's the fault of patriarchy a bit. I think maybe. Yeah, I'll give it to the feminists, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's not exactly a win until you've addressed some of the problems. Like when you do realize that women kind of like enforce patriarchy, and sometimes women kind of like look at feminism as like this kind of like as this benefits package, where it's like they get the right they get to have like all the rights, contribute like this or like the good stuff, you know, associated with being a dude. But when it comes to essential kind of like like paying for the meal, or like having to be proactive in their own love lives, and like not rely on the man for planning, or like even like asking them out. It's like nah, you can keep that, nah, we're good, nah. And not to mention it's like the whole ick phenomenon, which is just like ridiculous. It's like you know it's like I'm not sexually attracted to my boyfriend anymore because I don't like the way he eats soup. And it's like if you don't like your boyfriend anymore because of like some menial thing, odds are you probably never liked him to begin with. Not to mention, it's like, come on, is that the best thing to put out there? There, it's like 10 things that men do that give women the ick. Breathing and wearing khakis. It's like, okay, do I switch to slacks? Swatch slacks? Do I kill myself? How do I optimize, you know, my bitch getting like abilities? Like it's not exactly like what do I do here? It's not exactly. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's like we're going through like an entire loneliness pandemic, an epidemic, not pandemic. We're not locking ourselves inside because we're so fucking lonely. That'd be counterproductive. Because I think we're having an ende- loneliness epidemic, and like I don't know, it's like the last thing I think we should be doing is just it's like putting these like superficial superficial markers on whether a person is like a worthy partner or not. But then again, and you are talking to a man here, and I am a giant hypocrite. It's like the it's like I'm talking about like women are so superficial, but the moment like a girl likes me and I look at her up and down, and she doesn't have like a nice rack and a nice nice like a nice tuckus. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. No, you are subhuman. So I don't know. Maybe I'm still the problem here. And sometimes when I go to school, I don't know, it's like when I go to the after school program, when I go to work, sometimes I just feel I am constantly reminded of how old I am. And that shit scares me. I mean, I'm not that old, but, still. It scares me. Because you were, like, in their shoes not long ago. Oh, crap. I just check. I'm so tired. Jeez. I wish I had that. I wish I saved that Gatorade. That would have helped me. I'm about to fall asleep, dude. What is this? Study stream, more like sleepy stream. What is this? You know what? I got a solution. I got just the solution. You guys. Done. Right. Wait, what? What did I just do? I have accidentally, I think, X'd out of it. Hopefully I didn't lose any progress. Jesus. Man. You're on Narts. Oh no. Man. This is going to be the least watched stream on the internet. And no one can ever take that away from me. You know what? We can't have silence in this stream. This is okay. How about this? Let's talk about why I'm doing this stream. Okay, so just in case this in the off chance this restarts again, I'm going to go and do it like as quickly as possible. Not only to basically just like raise my energy, but to kind of like just get down the mission of the stream. Okay, so basically my mission is to kind of like is to basically make a living doing art. Now, that could include or does include making comics, making concept art or painting, digital painting, say key art. There's this studio that I like very much. It's called Studio Six More Vodka. It's founded by Marko Drjevic. Drjevic. He has done covers for Marvel. He's also done work for, I think, let's see, Riot, basically the guys behind League of Legends. I also want to do, if possible, more art for Warhammer. Matter of fact, let me just show you something. Let me show you something. I have essentially made this in my spare time. I haven't streamed this, not at all, but this is essentially a painting, a portrait of a Sister of Mercy. Basically, kind of like just a nun nuns with guns. They're basically nuns with guns. And oh, come on, are you serious again? Fuck it, stick to the mission. And I would very much like to basically do comics and illustrations for a living. And I was given, say, advice to kind of like live stream this, like basically kind of like I'm going to basically do a stream every day. I'm going to chronicle myself getting better day by day, and I'm going to basically stream myself painting, studying, and doing all this stuff until I can't anymore, until I have managed to basically make a career out of this, get jobs out of this, and get so many jobs out of doing this that essentially I'll have no time to stream to whoever's watching, which at this point right now is basically nobody. I'd like to, that's the goal, to basically just become an artist. And so far, it's going slow. I think I have 200 followers. I mean, I think that shouldn't matter. Internet points shouldn't matter. But I don't know. It's I still. It's kind of like. It's an indicator that people are watching, that people are looking. I mean, in the end, it won't matter because, well, it's like they've liked my stuff once, but they're probably moving on to the other stuff. It is an attention economy, and so far it's like one of the biggest indicators of success. Oh no. Oh man. One of the bigger indicators of success. I don't know, not success, but I lost my train of thought. And so far, like, one of the bigger indicators of success in the attention marketplace, in the attention economy, is how much attention you've gotten, which is actually kind of like, okay, this is actually one of the bigger things that I kind of found out when it comes to essentially just like certain things in entertainment or pop culture. Like, for example, Velma. We all hate Velma, right? Boo, hiss, Mindy Kaling's a creep, right? Well, here's the thing. I feel like that type of marketing, this type of like adversarial marketing, is essentially kind of like, it has to be like, it has to be intentional, right? Because essentially, I feel like Velma, the show, or any other product like Velma, like say, I don't know, like maybe like the Mulvaney beer thing, it's like they want you to hate it. They're basically, they're betting on you. They're like living and dying on you hating them because they know that essentially, like, they know when it comes to essentially attention, like love and hate, they're basically the same thing. Love and hate are basically the same thing. The only real opposite is basically indifference. Like, if you stopped giving a shit about them, they know that they're in big trouble because essentially they can't farm clicks off of you anymore. They can't market themselves anymore. Or like, yeah, even then it's like you can essentially just like there are YouTubers who like review and like hate watch this, and they're like, come on, like they're, they're kind of like feeding the machine. Like, there's a reason why shows like Velma have gotten renewed for like I think 2 more seasons, right? It's because it managed to get attention. It managed to get lots of it, and basically that's kind of like a win for them, like a legitimate win, because they know that their product is like well known. People, know their product now. People are paying attention. Like, for example, it's like being like this guy, and like you're in this toxic relationship with a woman or a man, but in this place, and I'm putting this in a heteronormative sense. I hope whoever watches this who is in the LGBTQ doesn't take offense to the lack of representation and diversity. Lack of representation. But like, imagine you're a guy, and you're like, basically you're like, you're in this toxic relationship with this chick, and it's like you do nothing but talk about how shitty she is. It's like, oh, she's a fucking bitch. Oh, she's a she cheated on like all that stuff, and it's like, yeah, okay, all the stuff she did to you was terrible, but you keep on talking about her. Like, are you really over her? Like, do you really, do you really hate? Are you really like? Have you really moved on? Because like, it doesn't matter in what context you're talking about her, and you're still talking about her. It's like, I get the feeling that like, any chance, like if given the chance, if she were to ever like say call you up at like 1 a.m., you'd be there in a flash. Like that meme with Kevin James, with him like, sheepishly looking at you with a smile in his pocket. He's like both hands in his pockets. You're looking through the eyeglass, like, yeah, I'm here. Like you're just like itching. You hate her so much, but you're itching to just bang her again. I feel like it's like you have. I feel like that's what I see when I hear your reaction to like any new piece of media that you essentially hate. Like, even with the Dylan Mulvaney, it's like the Bud Light Corporation, they're banking on. I feel like they were banking on the religious right. Just hating their their sponsorship of her. They think that it would kind of like give them a boost. The controversy would basically put their names, would like boost their name, and honestly, kind of did. Like, granted, I don't really consume their product because I don't really drink, and all beer to me tastes like horse piss. But still, I feel like that was a genius move on their part. And I feel like the longer they do this, the longer they kind of like, they go for outrage marketing, the more money they make, because people just for some fucking reason won't stop falling for it. They won't stop falling for it. They continually fall for it, and it's ridiculous. It's almost kind of funny. I bet the marketing department for these specific companies they're just like laughing. They're like, it's like, it must be like, practical jokers for them. It's like, okay, now we're gonna make Shaggy gay. Let's see how they react. It's like, oh, this is a betrayal. Warner Brothers is hemorrhaging money. It's like, no, they're not. They're billion-dollar corporations. They're not. People are going to consume their products no matter what they do. just because they turned a specific character gay when he or she originally wasn't, it doesn't mean that it's the downfall of their company. It's annoying, sure, but it's not the end of the world for them. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. Their executives are still taking private jet flights to islands to Caribbean countries where they will indulge themselves in cocaines and barely legal hookers. Like in the end, they still win, and you're fooling them by basically just like posting that reaction video, and they still win. It's not it's not their downfall. They're not screwed by like any means. And it's like, go woke, go broke. It's like, no. Because when you go woke, you don't go broke. You go quite the opposite. Because I think woke, for what it is, it's in the context of say capitalism, it is, I think. Oh God, hold on, Jesus, are you seeing me? Can you see me? Okay, thank God. I'm sorry. I'm new to this thing. In the context of capitalism, it is in my opinion one of the more effective marketing tools, because not only does the kind of not only do the the ideologues on the left get to celebrate because yay diversity, the ideologues on the right can can get mad. It's boo diversity, and basically they get free publicity on both sides, and any publicity is good publicity, and more publicity means more people will know about the company and their products, and that means money. Attention equals money. And I don't know, for some reason when it comes to entertainment, we seem to forget that, which baffles me. It really does. Oh man. Sorry. I gotta wrestle my computer. She's a decent rig, but only had her for a couple months. Go woke, go broke. Man. At this point, being woke's a gold mine. There's so much money in being woke. It's gone corporate. Every June, companies can essentially bring out the rainbow flag and they pretend to care about gay people. And it works. Whew. You can bash capitalism all you want, but give them this. They are crafty. Man. Yep. Yeah, keep on rubbing that engine. Do it all you want. It won't make your penis bigger. Children live here. You dick. Uh, that was my mom. Oh God, the washcloth that I put it on the hook. Oh Jesus, it's too late now. Great. Now I'll be relegated to using the soap. This is the price you get when you live with your parents. This is what I have to suffer with because of the price of housing today. So, Dune 2 is coming out. Man, I don't know if I don't want to watch it. Not because I'm not gonna even like pretend. I'm not gonna like even attempt his last name without butchering it. But like his so far, I can't seem to be awake for any of his movies. It I don't know. It's like knockout gas to me. It's like I'm trying to get involved. I'm trying to immerse myself in the story and everything, but I just can't help but fall asleep. Like, is that a bad thing for me? Is that a character flaw for me? Because, man, I can't seem to stay awake. I can't. Like, even through Dune, like, at first, he had me with, like, the fight scene with the knives and, like, Josh Brolin and that twink actor, what's his name? Timothy Chalamet? Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet. I think that's how they pronounce their name. They pronounce his name. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. This is more my speed. Yeah, knife fight. Yeah. But the moment they go into political intrigue, and like there's like the soothing sounds of of desert music, and like the shimmering sands of Arrakis. I just can't help but just knock the fuck out. I just can't. It's so soothing, and it just makes me just like my ability to stay awake is just you know just it just weakens. Like, who needs insomnia? Who needs pills for insomnia when you have Dune? And I'm not trying to bash Dune as a property, or the movie. The movie still looks pretty cool, but I just can't help but I just can't help but not stay awake, man. It's just ridiculous. And now they're coming out with the second one. I still want to finish the first one, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna need to watch it with a very sugary snack or a drink to make sure I stay awake. I might need to get a Monster energy drink just to be able to kind of follow the plot without having to knock the fuck out. Because I'm really into Dune. Like, I love the lore of Dune. I love essentially these sci-fi movies or sci-fi stories, because they're actually very they're kind of cool. Like, I don't know, there's kind of this religiosity, this to sci-fi, because essentially people ever since we kind of like ditched like like classic religious stuff, this has essentially just become our new religion. Where essentially it's like one day we'll find the cure to cancer because science can solve anything. And one day we'll colonize the stars, and it's like it's like this is essentially just become your new religion. And I think like most fantasy stories have like this religious undertone to it, and I think that's kind of like that's pretty cool because I think it's maybe it's kind of I'm really into like Jung and Joseph Campbell, and I think like stories for like most people are how we essentially exchange values and ideas. And I think religious myths are the most distilled form of us basically like exchange of values and ideas. And I think like our storytelling, like Marvel, DC, like these movies and these sci-fi books, they're essentially kind of like a new form of that. They're that, but like they're like the next step in its evolution. I mean, granted, it still won't like it still can't like fill the hole that religion can. I mean, politics is they tried to fill that with politics, but it's not going great. Quite frankly, it's like I think people often say that this is a non-religious age. It's like bullshit. No, no, no. This is not a non-religious age. This is still a religious age. You just worship new gods. You just moved on from different gods. You just moved on from different gods. You just don't want to acknowledge it because of kind of like the same like I think the same because we like us humans we tend to have like this humanity tends to have this main character syndrome. Like we act as if we're like the most important things on the planet when in reality we're not. We're essentially like little biomes on this ball of dirt, or cruising through God's creation. Or I don't know if you're like a fedora tipper on Reddit, formless void we call the universe. We're not. We tend to, even in a more secular, say, in cultural context, I think overblow our significance in the universe. And it's showing even in here, which is funny to me. It's a good thing there's no camera because man, oh man, my room's a mess, and there are moments that are better off not seeing. Hold on, let's check. folds on this painting are not like the ones in the picture. I feel like I'm... Jesus Christ, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. I think this has to be... No. I think more. This needs more. This is terrible. Okay. So I'm just gonna white out this, white out that. Take that, make that a bit bigger. Okay. Oh no. They found me. All the cocaine. They found... Hey, I got to hide the stash. Okay, just kidding. Okay. I think it's best that we don't add in a webcam. Okay. It looks nothing like the picture. Jesus. Oh, okay. Here's hoping that I don't come off as anti-Semitic in my videos, because the people there are nice. And I haven't exactly been inside the Jewish community centers, but I hope they're nice too. Okay, God, that came off wrong. I know that they're nice too. I know that they're nice too. Because they're community centers, because they're for families and children, and you know what? Just forget. Mindless rambling. All of this is the mindless rambling of a moron. You know? Words come out of my mouth like poop comes out of my anus. You know, it's often they're of the same quality sometimes. Most of the time. Okay. Okay. Okay! I'm not gonna lie, some of the moms from the after school program, they are pretty attractive people. Women. I can see why they are mothers in the first place. Hopefully I do. Because they are very aesthetically pleasing people. Congrats to them on being able to kind of like keep their stuff together, especially after pregnancy, because that stuff changes you. Especially with postpartum and pregnancy cravings, because that, you know, I've worked with women before and they have told me, you know, about dealing with pregnancies. I think I've worked with a single mom before. Honestly, I thank God every day I'm terrible with women. Because I don't think I'm ready for a kid. Especially not now. No. This is not, no. This is. Right now, in my life, being in charge of another human being is the last thing that I ever want. I'm barely in charge of myself. There are days where I'm going to work and then, like, you know, the first thing on my mind's like, fuck, did I leave the stove on? Did I leave the oven on? I don't. It's like, fuck. Will the house be on fire when I get back? Like, imagine that before a kid. It's like, god damn it, did I pack Jacobito Emiliano the third lunch? Does he have his homework? Does he have his diabetes medication? You know, it's like, imagine being in charge of the life of a human being when you could barely be in charge of like your own life. bro, that's just. That's insane to me. It just is. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna have a kid for a while. Because like recently there's been this video that's gone gangbusters, like gone very viral. Because like there's this girl who's like, this shakshuka girl, where it's like, hey, because of like not having kids, I have managed to go to a Beyonce concert. I've managed to sleep in until 11, and right now, I saw a person make shakshuka, and that shit looked pretty good. So I think I'm gonna dedicate the next hours of my life to essentially just like, or of my day to making shakshuka. And quite frankly, I don't mean to sound like a fucking selfish asshole, but that sounds nice. Like, of course, I want to be a dad one day, but like, I want that day to be legitimately far. It's like I don't really think I'm like having a kid with someone. It's like it's like imagine the hookup gone wrong. Imagine like you've gotten a girl pregnant. It's like holy crap, you barely know this girl. Like she was just like this hot stranger at a bar that smiled back, and now she's essentially going to be a big part of your life for the next 18 years, bro. No, not even 18 years. For the next for almost the rest of your life. Oh God, that's a bit too much pressure for me. That's too much. Man, I really hope I don't come off as, weird about the Jewish community, especially what's happening. Not that I'm like, you know, making any comments on either side when it comes to the conflict. I'm not even gonna go into that can of worms, because like the whole Israel Palestine thing is a conflict that has been around for centuries, and it is like, and it has like, and it's because of like, and there are a lot of like there are a multitude of factors, political, economic, historical, that go into it, and quite frankly, there are people more famous than me who tried and failed miserably. So I'm just gonna not do that. And quite frankly, what would I even want to? Anyway. I don't know. I really feel bad for the casualties. It's like innocent people are getting hurt, and that from both sides, and that really sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It really sucks. Imagine. This is my quote on like Israel and Palestine. It really sucks, bro. It really sucks. Why can't we all just get along? President Emiliano, what is your position? What are your thoughts on the conflict between Israel and Palestine? It really sucks. It really sucks, bro. Knock it off. Knock it off. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do with all the bad stuff. We knock it off. Wage theft. Knock it off. Rape. Knock it off. Oh, you better knock it off. Knock it off. Yeah, you better knock it off. If we knock it off, it'll improve the lives of our future children. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Oh, okay. Yep. I think this has to be like this is the end, friend. This is the end of the stream. No one's watching, so hopefully nothing will be clipped, and nothing. I won't get embarrassed. Thanks for watching to all my 0 viewers. Goodbye. Good day.